Hi, what's up, studs and chats? First of all, Activision would like to say thank you for buying the skin. And secondly, I want to get right into the story because Activision went ahead and they have done an interview live on TV, deadass, and they talk about, hey man, this is a bad thing that they canceled the deal, and they reveal their future plans on why they're gonna be doing what they're about to do and why they're gonna be filing an appeal. Let's actually get right into it. Like this video, subscribe with the bell notification so you do not miss any future videos, and guys, with the power of the Bumbleclad, let's check it out.
Released quarterly results right after this news came out yesterday, earlier than had been expected. After that news, the company beat the street's expectations, both in terms of profit and in terms of revenue. Joining us right now, first on Squawkabout.
I mean, listen, when you release this skin like that, anyone would break records. Let's be real. $20, friendly.
Squawk Box to talk about all of this is Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick. And Bobby, thank you for being here today. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, we're going to talk about the
translation. Thanks for having me, but also give me money, give me money, give me money.
Numbers in just a moment, because the earnings were quite a bit better than the street was expecting. But the big news yesterday is what happened with the UK CMA, the Competition and Markets Authority. That is what a lot of people assumed was kind of an entity that could not be overruled, could not be appealed to. There is an appeal process, but it's kind of convoluted. You're appealing to the same people who just said no to the deal. How does this work? Lay this out. Walk us through this, because yesterday Francis D'Souza was here. He's the CEO of Illumina, and he said...
Also walk us through why you, and what was your thought process in making that friendly UAV news?
Even though he's fighting regulators both here and over in Europe, he said he wouldn't take on the CMA on another deal they saw because they didn't think it was beatable or that you could appeal it.
Yeah, well, first, thank you for having me. I always love being here. Just for the benefit of my employees who worked so hard, you know, we had net bookings up 25%, our GAAP earnings up 70%. So we had a great quarter.
Yeah.
Translation, we made a lot of money. If we didn't make that much money, I would have kicked those.
This is great. And the ruling was disappointing. I think when you look at the facts and you look at what the opportunities are for the UK, this was a transaction that was only going to enhance opportunities for competition, for our players, for employees, and it was just a flawed ruling in every respect. And what it demonstrated to us is that these regulators, they don't really understand our business.
Translation, these regulators are toxic, they're problematic, they're menace to society, they do not know what they're doing. We need to make money, more money than ever.
And so they're making determinations and judgments that are not factually correct. And I think when you go to the tribunal, that's what you have to focus on, is whether or not it was irrational. It was irrational. Whether it was fact-based, it was not. And I think while Francis might not think that that's the place to appeal, it was such a...
I should say for him, not for you.
Right.
He was referring to.
It's the only place to appeal.
Actually,
realistically.
It was so flawed in every way that it actually is going to create a lessening of competition.
Translation, please, give me my money. Give me my 400 million so I can walk out of this county. Sell this Activision company right now. I need my money. I need my money. That's what he's trying to say.
Which is the opposite of what their mission is. And so we think the appeals tribunal will see that and rule in our favor.
How does it work? And have there been people who have been successful at this in the past?
Yeah, last year there were...
Last year? What? Guys, let's intercept this fast. Okay.
There's a firm, I think it's called FNZ, that appealed. They won. The CMA then had to go back and accept their remedies. And so, you know, there's a process. I think...
Yo, where the Sony ponies at? Yo, where the Sony ponies at? Yo, Xbox, stop laughing. Stop laughing. I know y'all got a chance. But let's let the Sony pony celebrate for the time being. Like, God.
We didn't expect to have to use it, but I think that we'll be successful in that result.
Microsoft has kind of alluded to this too, that they are looking for ways to kind of massage the regulatory, to make some other offerings, to come up with it. And I think the CME had kind of hinted at the idea that maybe if Call of Duty was spun off, that might be something that made them feel better about things. Is that a realistic expectation? Is that something?
It's all about Call of Duty, like, dog. That is the crazy part. And I see my comment section. I see you guys, stop the Call of Duty games. You guys are talking about it, but Microsoft, they're like this. Sony, they're like this. Give me Call of Duty. Give me Call of Duty. I want Call of Duty. You want Call of Duty. Nah, I want Call of Duty. They are fighting over Call of Duty. That is just absolutely insane. And I don't blame Microsoft for defending them. I don't blame Sony for attacking and making sure they can block the deal. And right now the deal got bumbleclad. Let's be real. So Sony won. For now, you never know. I guess their full victory would be when the EU blocks it. And if they blocks it, you never know, they might not block it. And if they do not block it, then there will be, you know what?
You know, I think what we found through this process is that these regulators are now taking dogmatic positions that they don't serve the interest and the missions of what they're actually established to do. So you can't say, oh, we only are going to accept structural remedies but not behavioral remedies. It makes no sense. And that isn't actually consistent with their historic missions. And so...
Translation, just please give me my 400 million, my golden parachute. Let me just peace the F out, man. Let me just go to Bahamas. Let me go to... I want to just relax and live my life and, you know, tell my grandkids a story of that once upon a time I was making these friendly UAVs and a lot of people bought my $20 skins. He basically want to tell his grandkids that story. Guys, one in the chat if Bobby should get that golden parachute. Two in the chat that never. Don't give him that golden parachute. Let the Sony bodies have Call of Duty. I wanna know your thoughts.
In this case, you know, divesting something like Call of Duty, it's not practical. And they actually didn't really suggest that.
Can we just talk about sort of the timing of this? So UBS put out a report yesterday saying that they had looked at how transactions that are under appeal work under this regime. The average period of time...
Translation, we are all effed that we are under your regime, Bobby caught it. And we don't...
was 5.5 months before you'd get to a conclusion. They, by the way, unfortunately seem to think that the conclusion would not be a positive one in your case, and looked at a number of the other big deals that were effectively rejected. That timing takes you past the drop dead for your transaction with Microsoft, in which case I imagine there would have to be some kind of tolling agreement or something that Microsoft or the...
Okay, in simple English, I know this can be a little bit of a disaster. Maybe I got it all wrong. And if I got it all wrong, since you guys know everything, you guys will correct me for sure. But by the looks of it, what he's trying to say here is that for people that do not know, this deal needs to go through by June of this year. June 2023, and if it doesn't go through, the deal will automatically fall. It will automatically just flop. For now, they can obviously renegotiate, they can rebuy them again, but then they might have to pay more than $70 billion because that's how apparently it works. So it's in their best of interest to get this deal secure now, but the fact that UK CMA blocked it, even if they're appealing it, they're gonna appeal it, and if the appeal goes through, right, and they somehow accepts it, it's still most likely gonna be after June. And once June has hit and this deal has been secured, then chances are they would have to renegotiate. And what I'm trying to say here is that, guys, we're still gonna be talking about this for years and years. I mean, guys, can we get new games? Can we get GTA 6?
You would have to agree to with Microsoft. Does Microsoft pay for that privilege? How does that work? What's going on behind the scenes around how this would happen?
I can't speak to what UBS had to say about the transaction or why they came to that conclusion. I think we and...
Translation, I don't want to say anything controversial or anything that can affect the deal in the future, which is very smart.
Microsoft and our barristers who are exceptionally experienced at judicial review think that there's a way to accelerate the process and that the conclusions were so flawed that we should be able to get an accelerated result. And
that would have to happen in the next 2 months, basically, 2.5, 3 months,
June
right?
deadline.
Well, I can't tell you what the timing would be yet because we haven't filed our appeals briefing, but you know, we'll get a lot more detail over the course of the next week and really better understand what the timing.
And guys, this is what Microsoft just said. Click on this video on the screen. This is I mean, I don't know guys how y'all feel about it, but click on this video. On the left though, we got another disaster. Check these videos out guys, and I will see you right there.